are we in for a good fight here today for qualifying for the 2021 Turkish Grand Prix. Hello everybody, welcome to the qualifying hour as well. The session due underway in around about 20 minutes time as well, and it is going to be extremely exciting. Top of the hour start, the track is damp as well. The rain has stopped as well. It should be an intermediate start to qualifying, drying out towards the end. We're in for a similar situation to what we saw last year and also last time out at the Russian Grand Prix. Excitement all the way around as well. Let's take a look at the drivers and the Constructors' Championship. We're into the last few races of the Formula 1 2021 season. We're back in Turkey, in Istanbul. It's so intercontinental. Welcome to the Turkish Grand Prix. It's round 16 of the season as well. Following this, we begin a charge across the Americas with the United States Grand Prix on the 24th of October. Mexico starts off another triple header, the 7th of November, the 14th of November. We go back for the Sao Paulo Grand Prix at Interlagos, and Qatar takes its debut on the calendar on the 21st of November. In December, the two races to round out the season, Saudi Arabia at the new Jeddah Street Circuit on the 5th of December, before a reprofiled Abu Dhabi sees the season conclude on December the 12th. In terms of the Drivers' Championship, it's Lewis Hamilton who leads by just 2 points to Max Verstappen. Mathematically, the only two still remaining in this title fight for the last 7 races, and it is so close between them. Valtteri Bottas is holding off Lando Norris in 3rd and 4th. Sergio Perez goes P5. He's 8 points clear of Carlos Sainz, who's ahead of his teammate Charles Leclerc. Danny Ricciardo has 8 points. Pierre Gasly 9th, and Fernando Alonso rounds out the top 10. No position changes on page 2, with Esteban Ocon 10 points clear of Sebastian Vettel. Lance Stroll ahead of Yuki Tsunoda. Tsunoda 2 points clear now of George Russell, who's had 5 races in a row in the points. Great for the Williams team, ahead of Nicholas Latifi on 7. Raikkonen has 6, Giovinazzi 1, Schumacher, Kubica and Mazepin still the only drivers with no points on the board. In the Constructors' Championship, Mercedes leads the way by exactly 33 points to Red Bull Racing as well. McLaren are holding off Ferrari as well after a good surge of good races in Italy and Russia. Alpine have 5th place pretty much confirmed to them from AlphaTauri ahead of Aston Martin. Williams in 8th place now, so far ahead of both Alfa Romeo on 7, and the only team with no points, unsurprisingly, is Haas on 0. It's the 2021 Turkish Grand Prix, and this is the qualifying hour. The action is moments away, but first of all, Codemasters thought they got one over on us because me and Megan do the commentator challenge at every track on the F1 2021 calendar, and when Turkey was added, Codemasters never put it back into the game. However, my thanks to friends who's helped me out with this one as well to give me controllers, I've managed to get my old Xbox 360 out of storage. And on F1 2011, it's now time for the commentator challenge round 16 between me and Megan. And so here we are. They thought they can get away with it, but F1 2011 has the split screen option, which means me and Megan get to do a race. I'm Lewis Hamilton, she's Fernando Alonso, she's starting on pole position. She's won 8 races, I've won 7. Is this going to be the great equaliser?
It will.
We are about to find out. So on Xbox 360 and F1 2011 with V8 engines, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, rise the engines and go! Good start from Megan. Turn 1's always the crucial one. She's defending from me. It's a 1-lap shootout. 3-1 we go.
Believe it or not, I'm putting on the brakes as fast as I can there. It's slow.
It's a very difficult game to get the controllers right as we sprint up the hill towards turn 3. Turn in, put the power down.
Forgot to brake.
Oh, look at the black lines.
Last time I didn't brake there, I went off.
It's a very dangerous track to get right as well, as you try and lose it round as well. Did you just have a spin?
No.
Why is you got grass on your tyres?
Just don't pay attention to the grass.
Oh, no. No, I just went through the gravel. It's incredibly...
This is why there's grass on my tyres.
It's incredibly difficult to get it sorted. I've got
Hey.
bollards. Now for the monstrous... Oh, no!
Bye-bye, front wing.
Oh, no, I'm out! Oh, that's a turn
I didn't actually mean to do that. I just tried to get...
Can I point out it's only a one-lap shootout? Go, go, go!
Oh, you're on the track now.
Yes, go! It's a one-lap shootout here at turn 8. Oh, I've lost my foot wing. Oh, no. No! What's that
Do
about
I stop?
No, go! It's only a one-lap shootout. There's no point. Don't do a Vettel and spin. Or Verstappen and do a 360. Uh-oh, this is actually getting quite dangerous. It's only a one-lap shootout. That's all we've got time for. Into the braking zone. This is going to be a last corner dash. Uh-oh. This is the only way you can win. Oh, no, I've got horrible braking.
So do I.
Avoid the pit lane. Oh, my word. Oh, I do not believe it.
No!
Where the hell are you?
I'm in the gravel.
I'm just doing donuts, don't I, mate?
Wait, what are you doing?
Trying to bring out a red flag as you can on this game. Where are you? Are you out?
I don't know.
I'm going to cross the line.
Wait, no.
Oh, you pushed me across the line! I don't know what to call Turkey, considering the fact that it was a pretty different track to what we're used to.
I don't have a front ring.
2 minutes 30 for me, 2 minutes 30 for Megan.
I pushed him across the line.
I win! 8-8, level. Right, should we get back to a normal F1 game and go
Please.
back? Let's go back to F1 20. Okay, that one doesn't really count. It's a bit an unfair one, really, for Megan to push me over the line in that one as well. But she would have clearly won that if not. So we're counting it as 8-8 and going on to back on to F1's new games by Codemasters for the United States Grand Prix. Speaking of which, it's time to take a look around the Turkish Grand Prix with Lap Attack once again on F1 2011. But on the other side, it'll be time for qualifying for the Turkish Grand Prix. Let's take a look around the Istanbul City Circuit Park, a 3.316 mile circuit, top speed at 205 miles an hour, elevation change at over 40 metres, and the lap record here 1:24.770 set by Montoya. Start the lap. Head downhill, open up the DRS zone into the downhill braking zone for turn 1. Be careful not to let the car go too deep, but you can pick up a very late apex as you hurtle uphill through 2 into the uphill heavier braking zone into turn 3. Banked part of the circuit, you immediately drop down the hill to turn 4. A sharp 90-degree right-hander into the 90-degree left at turn 5 and 6. Open up the kinetic energy system of the car as you launch uphill towards turn 7 before the fearless triple apex of turn 8. The drivers say this one is really going to be felt on the necks. 3 times left, left and left again, all by trying to keep at full throttle at over nearly 200 miles an hour in a 2020 car. Drop down the hill, another 90 left into the braking zone at turn 9 and turn 10, back up towards the second DRS detection point on the track at turn number 11. Now run all the way uphill with the DRS open into the braking zone of turn 12. Scene, of course, of Red Bull making their famous 1-2 crash in 2010. Hard on the brakes and overtaking opportunity here before the quick kink into turn 13 and the last corner turn 14. Hug the inside curve, open up the DRS once again and fire it to a line. That is a lap of the Istanbul Park circuit here for the Turkish Grand Prix. Absolutely nothing wrong with a bit of Turkish delight. Throw in a bit of rain, it makes it a fantastic spectacle. a 100% chance of rain in the air for qualifying for the 16th round of the Formula One World Championship in 2021. It's the Rolex Turkish Grand Prix. Istanbul, the city itself, is 3 times larger than the capital city of Ankara and has a population of 15 million crammed in as well. The European and Asian parts of Istanbul are separated by the Bosporus, which connects the Black Sea with the Sea of Marmara as well. And around on the Intercity Circuit Park as well, a 3.316 mile, 3-sector, flat-out acceleration of a top speed of 205 miles an hour. A 14-turn beauty in the middle of everything around Istanbul as well, because turn 1 here as well is an action zone with Valtteri Bottas having an overtaking disaster in 2020. His first spin of the day avoiding Danny Ricciardo. He then went through several other spins during the day as well. He was also present to witness Albon passing Vettel up the inside at turn 7 in slippery conditions as well, and dropped down to turn 12 when Leclerc locked up on a bold set of intermediate tyres in the last lap of the race, which allowed Perez to take second and Sebastian Vettel to come through as well to take his first podium of the season. Tyre compounds, the hard C2, the soft C4, the medium separates them with the C3. However, blue wet and green intermediate tyres are the ones to focus on here today because of the different conditions. 100% chance of rain in the air as well. The anticipation for this weekend as well was that we were always going to have a wet qualifying. Track temperature 22 degrees, air temperature is at 18 degrees, and the risk of rain for qualifying just confirmed is 100%. Megan Birch alongside me in the commentary. Boy, we're going to be in for an interesting one here today, aren't we?
We are, and I don't think I've ever seen a 100% risk thing from Race Control.
No, they've literally just said it's 100%. And look at this, they are all queuing up. There's 2 minutes to go before the start of qualifying. As you can see, it's an 18-minute session, so we've got 2 minutes until that time. It ticks down to 18, and they are already queuing at the end of the pit lane.
You watch, it'll be bone dry.
Yeah, the entire of Q1 will just be bone dry, won't it? And we won't be in the situation of having to wait around to see what's going to happen next. 1 minute 50 until the start. On Sky F1, you're listening to David Croft and Jenson Button. Here on the YouTube, you're listening to Joshua Birch and Megan Birch alongside me in the comms box for this weekend, as we all just get ready to start. As you see the session countdown, 1 minute 36 seconds away. Max Verstappen, the white liveried Red Bull. Got to talk about the fact that Carlos Sainz, no matter where he qualifies this weekend, he will start this race from the back of the grid. Lewis Hamilton has a 10-place grid penalty. He has to take pole position here today if he stands any chance of lining up on the first 11 slots of this grid as well. 1 minute 14, Megan. Cars already queuing at the end of the pit lane. Their engines are going to be overheating massively for the next minute.
Yeah, on Gasly radio.
Rain is coming.
Rain is coming.
Short but sweet. Rain is coming, yeah.
Rain is coming.
They heard it yourself as well. So 1 minute to go until the session starts. Rain is in the air as well. We've got a man on the ground as well in Turkey, Ali Kangol as well. He'll be texting me in as well exactly what is going to happen with the rain. 100% chance during the qualifying.
Yeah, I think that Gasly's turned into a bit of a prophet, just like, I foresee rain coming. Though all their tyres are pretty bad, and you can see a direct path from the track to the massive amounts of rain. Though I think...
Yeah, Lando.
Nice.
So if the rain arrives, we expect it to arrive first between turn 11 and turn 14.
So
that's the last sector, and you know, that's exactly where Ali is. He's sitting in the grandstand at turn 14 as well, so he's right in the middle. Yeah, so Ali's going to be the first one to meet the wet weather conditions, which means if it rains, you here on YouTube will know it first. So stay with us.
So if the rain arrives,
because you will know when that rain comes. Green light.
Just imagine Ali just with an umbrella, just like...
Yeah, shaking and shivering and watching out for the lightning.
I regret my decisions.
Green light is on then. Qualifying 1 is underway for the Turkish Grand Prix. This could be chaotic, and we are all here for it as well. What exactly are we going to be waiting for? Who exactly is going to top the session? Who's going to be the first one to leave it out?
Just be careful with those track limits. Just need a nice clean lap.
of this format.
I have no idea. Nice track limits then as well. Oh dear, there's a few little things on it. Never mind. So track limits warning as well. Keeping an eye out for everybody else, Megs. It's going to be an interesting weekend here today.
At least you didn't have a heat change mug, which
Yeah.
then got scuffed, and someone tried to
It has
colour
been
in with black
scuffed.
pen.
Oh, it's been scuffed. Isn't
Yeah,
that
though at
lovely?
least someone didn't try to colour it in with black pen, and it didn't have the
Yeah.
like Marauders map on the thing. So that's why I don't use that cup much. It didn't last a week in this episode.
Rain now expected in 3 minutes.
Rain
Still annoyed
expected
about
in
that.
3 minutes as well. No rain at turn 12, 13 or 14, says Ali. He's also sent photos as well. And the crowd, look, the clouds are certainly looming around there as well. We can see our view at the moment of the session. I'll send that back to him as well.
I heard a noise.
Yeah, it's this as well as they come through. Very jealous that he's over there right now as Lance Stroll blocks off Max Verstappen as well, just out of the way and out of contention. Megs, how much is this going to be a factor this weekend of having to wait and see exactly what's going to happen next?
I think it's going to be quite a big factor.
It's from now.
3 minutes from now, the rain's on its way to 3 minutes'
I'll
time.
get your umbrella ready.
Yeah, Raikkonen's out there as well. They're all just getting ready. Green light DRS has been enabled, so it's all still there. We haven't got our driver tracker working, but look, Megan, they're all backing up
Still
at the last
expecting
corner.
Rain 4 minutes into the session,
So-
so 3 minutes from now.
And look, Hamilton's jumped the two Ferraris, but he's got a... Oh, what on earth is that? Was that an AlphaTauri? It's Pierre Gasly and Yuki Tsunoda backing each other up, coming into turn 14. And that is just not good. Now, Hamilton has practically come to a standstill, the exit of turn 14. And they're all accelerating now to try and get a lap time in. But the problem is, they're all going to be compromising each other. The stewards are going to have a field day with this one, with the amount of penalties we could see coming here today.
I'll tell you what, that was hilarious.
Hamilton's off at turn 1. If that was his only lap, Hamilton has made a mistake at turn 1's exit. He went too wide. So if Lewis Hamilton, who wants to start inside the top 10, get through to Q3 and only start P11, he's already made an error. We've
I
got a
will
yellow.
Vulcan you.
Oh, and that is a Ferrari of Carlos
Oh.
Sainz in the way. Yellow at turn 1, so that compromises Bottas' lap time. Hamilton's off again, Megan. Second time down at turn 7. They are flying off the road here
Well,
at the
they're on
moment.
slicks on a wet
Turn 1 is
track.
slightly wet.
Turn
in
1 is slightly
entry.
wet. We've got a yellow flag now. Sector 2, so someone's off turn 2 again.
I'm going to say this quickly. Gasly was passed by Hamilton and he's just like, nope. And went round again.
Tyres are so cold. Track temperature 23 degrees. Air temperature 18 degrees. We're back to
Latifi,
green flags.
top with a 1:30.251.
And nobody around him is going any quicker.
Russell
Latifi
second.
and Raikkonen third as well. Giovinazzi fourth. So this could all still play a factor is that nobody can get grip into the tyres. The track is still damp out
Schumacher
there.
third.
Gasly top, 129.499. Schumacher does go third, as you say. So the problem is, as Mick Schumacher's time has been deleted by the stewards, that's why he's dropped off. And that's Max Verstappen spinning. Verstappen's had a spin.
Oh, mate, I tried to take it careful, but somehow it's still no good.
I think that's the
Jeez.
exit of turn 1.
Oh.
So that's the second yellow we saw. Verstappen had a spin as well as here.
He did a
Sainz.
450.
Oh, mate, I tried to take it careful, but somehow it's still no good.
This is unbelievable access. Sonoda goes P6. Lando Norris once again, just as in
Leclerc
Russia. Look at Lando. Fastest second sector time of anybody so far. Just like Russia, he's finding the best of the conditions. Late on in Q3 and Lando goes top.
With the first 1:28 of the day.
And heavier rain in 5 minutes.
So though it's raining now, so these are the best of the track
Hamilton's
conditions.
that time has been deleted.
Hamilton lap time deleted by the stewards. Track limits at turn 1. So Hamilton is currently at the back. Major drama as well for the championship because Hamilton can start at the back. It's still wet.
Alonso
Turn 11,
third.
Alonso goes third. 129.589. Verstappen goes P3 goes P7.
Ocon second.
So that proves that already Alpine's got something. Hamilton's fastest in the first sector as well, but Russell is on an absolute flyer. His personal best sector 1 and 2. It's looking quick.
Latifi second.
128.097.
Vettel third.
And here comes Russell to the line. Russell top.
Top.
128.047 for George Russell. That's a great time as the rain continues to come down.
The top three fastest at the moment is Russell, Norris and Latifi.
So the time's already changing as Giovinazzi goes to P5 now as well. Here comes Hamilton.
Oh.
Hamilton out the last
Jeez.
corner. He's P20 at the moment. He's in the drop zone. He's got a 10-place grid penalty. Has to
Gonna
stand
rock it
up.
up.
Holland does. 127.085 then for Hamilton. He goes to the top board at the moment as well.
Doesn't really matter for him anyway.
And Sonoda goes P2. It's Bahrain all over again. That's a nice graphic we can see on board with Bottas.
That's shocking.
200 miles an hour down towards turn 12 as well. Heavy on the brakes. It's starting to rain. It's raining. It's raining. I've heard it from Ali. He has just texted me saying it's raining, so it's raining now.
Bottas coming up to the line now, and he goes second with a 1:27.173. Oh, Ricciardo's on a furious lap right now.
Ricciardo looking quick. Verstappen, though, don't count him out. Verstappen's in the drop zone, so it's Alonso.
Ricciardo third.
Alonso now reporting it's raining. We already saw that from Ali. There's Ali now, actually. Right in the back. There he is, right there in the white jumper. And Verstappen goes top. 126.
Ocon sixth.
692. Ocon goes P6, as you say. It's
Stroll
all
fifth.
changing. It's all changing in a matter of a second. Different cars getting fastest in different sectors as well, catching different parts of the track temperature. This is amazing. It's
Russell seventh.
And Sainz has had his lap time deleted for exceeding track limits. So Sainz, Leclerc, and Raikkonen, lap times deleted. Giovinazzi goes into P9 as well.
Right.
Dramatic stuff.
Is everything calm now?
No, it's still not going off because here comes Hamilton to the line. Can he go faster? No. Yes, he does by a tenth in the last sector. It may be down, but it's a faster lap time. Verstappen, track limits, warning, but Leclerc's time is deleted. Gasly comes across the line. He's P17. Does improve to P2.
Gasly second.
126.633. Look at the Ferraris just behind. That's Leclerc going P7.
Bottas is doing amazing right now. Green in 2 sectors, and what's his lap time going to be?
Well, they're all finding so much time in the last sector with these soft tyres.
Bottas goes top with a 1:25.913.
So that it's already been proved correct that the fact it's drier in the last corners, despite the rain starting to drop down.
Norris goes second with a 1:26.012. Oh,
look at the rain! Look at the rain! It's all starting to circulate out there. Verstappen can only manage third. Third sector's now
Alonso.
slow.
Come on, Alonso.
We've got a yellow. We've got a double yellow sector 2.
Alonso fought for 1:26.
Spinner, AlphaTauri, spinner, down to the exit, turn
Gasly,
1,
I
it's
think.
Gasly. Nah, I think you're right, could be Sonoda though.
Oh, it's Tsunoda, I can see 22.
Yeah, it's Yuki Tsunoda who has spun at the exit of turn 2.
Oh, that was close.
Well, he's P10 at the
He
moment.
got hit by Ocon.
He's got a Ferrari coming through of Charles Leclerc. Perez goes P7. Giovinazzi goes P8. So right now, Latifi, Vettel, Schumacher, Mazepin, Sainz, the ones in the drop zone. Latifi goes into P6 at the moment.
Vettel goes P9. Replay of Tsunoda crashing. Oh, he just lost it at the curb. Oh, that was close because
Verstappen was coming through, yeah.
was like, very, very close to him then. Here we can see from on board, and you see he doesn't lock up. He slips on the
exit
part
curb,
of the
yeah.
wet tyres.
And he just
Because
locked
it's
it,
wet.
yeah, and just
He's on six.
kicked him the other way around, yeah. Hit the damp part of the track, and the car just went the opposite direction.
It was just like, nope.
Bottas goes top, 2/10 quicker than Norris, 1:25.733. And look, the track is still wet, it's drying in parts, but there's big puddles at the exit, and we've got more rain coming down now.
Exactly, it's gonna just be mad.
It's madness
Hell
to
on track.
continue, yeah.
Hell on track.
Hell on track indeed at the moment as they come back through. As Sainz has had a moment down at turn 7.
Oh.
Saying what Hamilton had. Big kick of oversteer.
Max, what's the condition of the tyres like? If we come in for a refuel, what's the condition of the tyres like? Do you think you could go out in the same set if we had to?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, copy that. Thank you.
So
Nice.
it's already closing up as well as they come out of the last corner.
Rain on the camera.
And look, Ali's put his brolly up. So I know Ali's.
knew it.
I knew Ali's seeing that. In fact, there he is though. There he is again. Let's
Norris
have
radio.
Fernando.
So he's spinning more around the whole track now.
Right.
Yep, okay, understood.
Russell goes P6, 1:26.379. But look at this. Ocon, Raikkonen, Schumacher, Mazepin, and Carlos Sainz in the drop zone. So if the track now gets, if we lose the track, this
Vettel
could be,
pits.
yeah, if we lose the track, this could be dangerous.
Safety pits.
Look at Leclerc. Leclerc goes fastest with
A 6 thousandths of a second faster than Bottas.
a 1:25.727. Leclerc was third in practice 3, in practice 1, in practice
Gasly
2.
and yellow on track. Yellow on track.
It's
Gasly
sector,
first.
it's sector 2, so it's turn 2. Gasly goes fastest, 125, 486.
There's a yellow.
Double.
Sector 1.
It's a double yellow, Megan. So
Sector
somebody's
1 and 2.
so somebody's gone off. DRS now enabled. It's
Track
Mazza.
clear.
It's Mazepin.
Oh, what a surprise.
Yeah.
Track clear.
Yeah, it's Mazepin who's gone off the track as well. So he's spun and continued down at turn 1. And the DRS has been enabled, Megan. So they haven't turned it off just yet. So that's why we're seeing so much improvements in the last couple of sectors. DRS can be used on the area of the track in the last sector where the rain is coming down. So sector 3, you can use the DRS, and that's where the rain is. So that's why we're seeing so much more time being found. Now watch Sainz now. Jumps up to P10. Goes up the order. But Gasly on... And Alonso! How do we miss that? Alonso's second. 125, 695. And Ocon now on a lap time to go even faster. If this...
Focus needs to stay like this.
So stop the session now. Just like, that could be the final result.
And then lighter.
light rain to continue, then lighter. So
Schumacher, 12th.
That's going to be his best grid slot as well to get through into the second half of qualifying so far.
Ocon, 7.
Schumacher's best starting position is 15th in Formula 1, so as it stands, he could equal it next time out in Q2. Hamilton Radio.
I feel like we should get another banker.
So another lap in,
Want to
basically.
go for another bank?
And I was just about to say.
Yeah, probably best, don't you think, before if the
Yeah.
track gets lost completely.
It's literally just raining now.
Hello to NLRC's Arjun as well. Hello, welcome along to qualifying. It's in for a dramatic one. Wish our driver tracker was working, but our hub has had a complete meltdown again. It's because we're at a track we're not supposed to be at, so the computer doesn't like that. Right now as well.
Have you shown me thing?
The what?
The race we did.
The commentator challenge, yes. That aired in the
I
pre-show
can't believe I
qualifying.
pushed you across the line.
Well, somebody
I
else
wasn't
might need
aiming
help.
to.
Yeah.
I wasn't aiming
Is
to.
Schumacher a threat to us? Or it doesn't matter about giving him a time?
He's on a 29.01. He's
That's actually
improved.
made me
We'll
to
keep
not
pushing
lap
on the way
for
in. We're just in max time in the garage.
Verstappen radio.
Okay, Max, we think the rain is dissipating, so conditions should only improve from here.
Lies.
Right.
I'm not sure if that is the case or not,
That's
but
just lies.
yeah. Well, Bottas sets fastest sector 1 at 31.964. So, and then Hamilton sets fastest sector 2 at 29.683. So, time being found in the first two sectors. However, we know more rain is likely, 100% chance of it before qualifying. But don't forget, it's also Q1. We've got to do Q2 and Q3 as well. So we've got a long time to see when this rain
Gonna be hell.
is going to hit down on the track. Hamilton fastest to sector 2. Bottas should be coming across the line anytime soon.
And it's Hamilton's sector 2 purple. I don't know if you just said.
Yeah, here goes sector 3.
Yeah, and it's
Goes top.
top.
125.050.
Forward 8 because of understeer. Okay, copy.
Could perform an 8 because he had oversteer.
I think Mazepin's just out.
Bottas goes P2, 125.138. Here, Mazepin
Yeah,
hasn't
this
left the pit lane yet, and he's done a 129.4. So whatever that spin was, it must have done some damage. Here's Hamilton then, down in turn 1.
Oh,
Is it track limits? Oh no, he kept it on. He
a
kept
little
it
bit of
on,
a
yeah.
wobble.
Well, he's one of the 5 drivers to have taken pole position. Actually, is he? No, Lewis Hamilton is not one of the 5 drivers to ever take a pole position here.
be nice
Massa,
first.
Vettel, Raikkonen, Webber and Stroll, the only drivers to have taken pole position here. And there's Mazepin's spin, look. So coming out of turn 1, hits the oversteer and just loops him back round towards the pit exit. Did he damage the front wing? No. So he should be able to get going. But
That was like a 45 or
Yeah,
90
90-degree spin, yeah. Track Track limits is the exits of turns 1, 6 and 14. If you go over the white line, you'll have your lap time deleted as well. So they've all got 4 sets of intermediates, but they're all out there right now on their soft tyres, which is an interesting situation at the current moment. As with 3:27 to go, the times now
Stroll's
become a
doing
little bit
good.
factor. Look at the raindrops.
Look at Stroll.
Yeah, fastest first 2 sectors, personal bests. Tsunoda's done the same, though. They're all trying to get ahead of Vettel.
Oh,
Yeah, the times are changing over now as we come across the line. So here comes Lance Stroll. I don't know what you're pointing at there. Stroll goes P12, 126.571.
so also this.
Tsunoda goes P9, 126.113. So that drops Russell to 10th. Schumacher's the driver at risk. Here comes Perez.
Hold on.
Perez is P16 at the moment. He's in the drop zone.
There was another one. Don't know why it's moved.
Well, yeah, Perez is in the drop zone at the moment, so is he going to improve up the order? Verstappen, hello, top 125.033.
Oh,
I have
Schumacher.
zero grip in turn 1 next to
Perez fault.
Yeah, everybody's going down there. So watch for traffic behind. 2 seconds, Antonio pushing.
Russell's only 0.6 off the pace of Verstappen, so that's going to put him firmly into the top 5.
Norris, he rockets up into 4th position with a 125.138.
Russell's P11. Oh, he loses a lot of time in the exit at turn 14, though, so that's only going to improve him to P9.
Russell 9.
Yeah, that should have put him in the top 5, actually. So
Come on, Latifi.
he had a poor exit lap there. Verstappen, Hamilton, Bottas, Norris, Perez, top 5. Gasly, Alonso, Leclerc, Russell, Ocon, the top 10. Tsunoda, Ricciardo, Latifi, Stroll and Sainz round out the positions. With 2 minutes to go, the drivers in the drop zone, Schumacher, Vettel, Giovinazzi, Raikkonen and Mazepin as well. All 20 cars are now on the track. Hamilton's got the fastest second sector time as the rain seems to be dissipating, but there's still a lot of high winds out there.
Best track conditions that they're in,
Come on,
Sebastian. So we're
Latifi,
thinking of
get a
after
good
this doing
time.
It's raining, last corner.
Oh,
and then doing the final
are you
push.
listening to me?
Hamilton.
So double call.
Yeah, so you can do another call, but it'll be on the faster side, but that's okay for tyres. Norris 2 seconds behind pushing.
Hamilton goes fastest by 4/10, so 124.585 as well. Verstappen P2 at the moment.
Latifi P10.
Great job then for Nicholas Latifi. That's put Williams firmly into Q2. Mazepin's gone off again at turn 1. That's his, 5th spin of the weekend? Maybe 4th or 5th spin he's had so far here in Turkey, but another lock-up and turn 1.
Adding to the people that's had lockups like that. It was very similar to Alonso's, actually, except he kind of got away from it a little bit quicker. Bottas goes P3, and Gasly takes first sector time with a 31.576.
Vettel's had his lap time deleted. Track limits at turn 1.
Oh,
So it keeps changing timings at the moment. Latifi track time deleted as well.
So the losses to Max are
Perez
corner
radio.
turns 3, 4 and 5. Mid-corner turn 3, 4, 5.
So at the moment then,
He's still
times...
10th, though.
What's that?
He's still 10th.
Still 10th at the moment.
Good.
Ricciardo going strong. Stroll going stronger at the moment as well.
Gasly goes second with a 124.704.
But what can Ricciardo do? P9, 125.881, gets himself out of the relegation zone with 10 seconds left. Oh, and Verstappen's had his lap time deleted for exceeding track limits at turn 1. So that puts Verstappen 10th as Alonso goes P5. Checkered flag is out. Session is over.
Who's going to be first to meet it?
Ocon, P6, 125.422. Next driver will surely be Lance Stroll as he comes across the line. P14
Hamilton.
goes across the line. Hamilton decides to pit. Stroll goes P8. Mazepin's P20. Can he make it out of Q1 for the first time this year? Answer, come there, none. Giovinazzi, 15th at the moment, stays 15th. He's the driver
Reminder
of
for
risk.
charge off. We can't see data. We have lost data.
don't
Reminder
let
for charge off
Latifi
on
go
chip 3.
And here comes Yuki Tsunoda. He's P14 at the moment. Latifi's coming to the pit lane, and that puts him P14. Tsunoda goes P6, 125. Across the line, Sainz, Schumacher, Vettel coming through. Verstappen second. Rain coming down again, last corner. Perez P4. Here comes Sebastian Vettel there to the line to take the checkered flag. 18th, jumps up to P12. Out goes Giovinazzi.
Driver at risk is Latifi.
And Latifi's out of qualifying. And Schumacher goes 11th. And Russell goes across the line, goes P9. Ricciardo, the driver at risk, as Sainz goes to go out. Leclerc goes 4th. And watch Ricciardo, because it's Ricciardo versus Sainz for the last spot in qualifying. Across the line, Carlos Sainz P9, but hold your breath for Sebastian Vettel. Where's Danny Ricciardo? Ricciardo, I think, is boxed. I can't find him on the timing margins. He's out. Ricciardo is out of qualifying. From joys of Monza to a disappointment in Turkey. Ricciardo's out. Wow, what a dramatic session. Schumacher and Vettel through. Schumacher 14th.
Jesus.
Ricciardo out. Latifi out. Giovinazzi out. Raikkonen out. Mazepin out. But Mick Schumacher, for just the 3rd time this year, gets his Haas into qualifying 2. Not a bad moment at all. Coming next is Q2.
This is why he should be first driver.
So, not a bad session at all, Megan, was it, at the moment? And we'll change over now to the usual Twitter chat that we have in this session as well. There's Argent's comments as well, but here comes the tweet deck chat as we just close up as well, as the driver tracker's not working. So there's all the information coming currently from Twitter. Checkered flag as well, going out there. Everyone having great reactions already, Megan, to this, with Schumacher going through to Q2. What's your opinion on it?
I am very impressed at Schumacher, and I think this is why he needs to be first driver, because has Mazepin even got into Q2 this year?
Not as far as I know.
Exactly, so who has a bit more talent?
Oh, that's a bit harsh, isn't it?
Has he got into Q2?
Well, no, he hasn't got into Q2.
Is he the only driver on the grid not to get into Q2 this year?
Yes.
Exactly.
Well, Mazepin, yeah. Yet to get through.
Yeah, he's not got through. Even Giovinazzi's got through, Raikkonen's got through, Latifi's got through multiple times. Everyone else, I can think of a time where they've got through to Q2.
And he hasn't. Yeah, I'll take your point there. I would actually take your point there and agree with you. That it seems to be that situation as things stand. So there's...
It's lap 16.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Sorry,
round 16.
Yeah, and he still hasn't qualified to Q2.
I would have expected at least once.
At the moment as well. So, time's beginning to wait around. If you're joining as well for the Turkish Grand Prix, make sure that you all know that qualifying is on earlier than usually anticipated as well. And get the message out there as well that we are here for qualifying. Maybe if you could tweet it as well, Megan, just to get them out there as well. In fact, look, there he is. I've just put a shameless plug onto Twitter in order to get it through as well. Twitter is absolutely going crazy for the fact that Mick Schumacher has gone through into Q2. It's fantastic as well. Let's just confirm the rider's out at the moment. Oh, that's it for Schumacher.
We are through, Mick. We're through. Okay.
Yes!
The time. Nice work, buddy.
Clearly very happy about it, isn't he?
I bet he's also thinking, I've certainly got the Schumacher genes, but I think they all have something.
Let's hear from Ricciardo. He's out of qualifying.
Daniel, we're P16, I'm afraid. We've been eliminated. Box now.
Daniel, pit lane.
Stop in front of the garage.
2 minutes to go until the start. Well, actually, 1 minute 50 to go until the start of the session. The next half of qualifying, as you see. Let's take a look at our lap recap then.
I just noticed, am I the only one who thinks that, do you know Angie?
Yes.
She doesn't age.
No, I've never seen Angie age at all at the moment, and you have to agree with that fact that she just doesn't seem to age at all.
She doesn't age.
Yeah.
-1, -3 on the dash.
That's Russell.
This a bit right down.
Copy.
It's still not over for George.
I feel like I'm going to hit a car in a sec.
It's a bit quiet and down there, isn't it?
Not expecting further rain at the moment.
So no further rain is the comment we've got there then at the moment, but we're about 60 seconds away nearly from the start of the next qualifying session.
That was a dramatic first qualifying.
You have to speak a bit louder.
That was a dramatic first qualifying.
Okay, you don't have to shout. You can just project your voice a little bit.
I wasn't shouting. That was me projecting my voice.
Not great, is it? As they're coming through.
You want to hear me shout? I'm much louder than that.
Nearly ready then for the next session. Clouds still look a bit grey out there as well. And as we get ready, we're 30 seconds away from the start of qualifying number 2.
I shall stand up when it is 20. No.
Okay, I'm happy to complete if you want, or abort if you like. If you do, recharge on. And Sainz is about 5 seconds behind.
Oh, there's Danny Rick just
watching on.
Yep, okay, we are safely through. So you can box now and stop in front of the garage.
That's Norris on the radio being told that he are safely through. He's gone P7. Ricciardo is not safely through. He is out of the session. And in about 2 seconds' time, the green light is on. And qualifying 2 is underway then for the Russian Grand Prix. Nope, that's not right at all, is it? Where was I? Where's my head at?
Turkish.
Green light is on. The cars venture out onto the track then for Q2 for the Turkish Grand Prix of 2021. Hamilton out there straight ahead of his teammate Bottas. Perez going out there. Verstappen too.
Is that the right way?
Yeah, anti-clockwise track this one, remember?
My
So,
mind's
yeah.
just like, is that right?
Yeah, it's an anti-clockwise track, so you turn left to go out, not right. It's the same at the Circuit of the Americas. You go left to go out.
Have any of them made that mistake? Oh, it's really wet down there.
Yeah, track's a lot damper now, down at turn 6 as well.
That's a downhill curve.
It's nice to see this track covered in fans, actually, because last year, of course, we came and they did sell the tickets, but it got called off last minute to put the fans in, so it was a closed event. And now here this year, COVID, a lot less than what it was last year, can now have the fans back in attendance as well, which is nice to see. Put on a race for the Turkish public and then as well. As that is Verstappen now leaving the track as well.
The ice cream leaves.
15 drivers in participation for this session. As you can see, if I just drag my tweet deck back to the correct position so I can read them as well. The spare steward who's tweeted saying, in 2009 I went to the Turkish Grand Prix because I was Canada's usual
And
slots.
Tsunoda is the only driver with soft compound.
Yeah, so the spare steward has tweeted, in 2009, I went to the Turkish Grand Prix because it had Canada's usual slot. The circuit is in the middle of nowhere, but it's an incredible layout. Turn 1 is really tough, as we're seeing, off camber and lots of elevation drop, and turn 8 is just spectacular. Well, here is Hamilton now, coming through turn number 1, and he gets another bit of oversteer. So, yeah, it is off camber. And
Proves how tough it is.
yeah, he's on slicks as well, as you said, but he's on the medium compound tyre. That's different to what our monitor's saying, which says he's on softs. So,
It's
which,
all on
yeah,
softs.
it's mediums. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
it's
clearly
yellow.
mediums.
Yellow, medium wall tyres, unless they really have made a mistake again. A little bit of an aquaplane through turn 6 once again, just on the water that's left on the track from jumping a little bit. You right there?
I don't know.
No. Hamilton's first sector time is a 31.638. Bottas has matched him. Bottas matches Hamilton in the first sector. Well, that's an interesting.
Configured for consecutive laps.
Hamilton's going to go for consecutive laps then on this medium
Okay,
tyre.
this has to be messed up because it's saying they've been out there for 6 minutes.
Nah, that's not right. That's not right at all. Yellow, yellow.
So who knows with this timing screen?
Don't know where, but we have a yellow flag as Hamilton comes through turn 11.
Well, we know it.
Back on the power.
Oh, it is a yellow.
It's sector 1, turn 2. And DRS has been disabled as well. So someone's gone off at the first corner.
Sticking as well for a long time.
Yeah, so presumably this is another spin into the gravel like we saw earlier on.
Bottas
with
goes
Alonso.
top with a 1:24.142. I think they've sorted out the time screen now.
Yeah, Hamilton across the line then, 1:29.687. Bottas goes top behind him, as you say. Green flag is back out, so the session can continue. Gasly goes second. 1:24.767. It's
Ocon's
Perez.
coming up.
It's Perez. It's Sergio Perez.
Dash will want no faster than minus 0.7
Ocon goes
And then
third
take
with
number 10.
a...
on the bush.
Oh my
So
God.
Set go out. You understand the message?
Yeah, I understand. I think we're overthinking it.
And that
Let's just go for it.
That is Sergio Perez having a spin down at turn 1, catching the gravel. Did he damage the front wing? I think he's just scraped the floor at the moment. Megan.
Hold on. Alonso second with a 1:24.618.
And Leclerc goes P6 as well. Look at the rain clouds over the top there. Oh, Stroll, lap time deleted as Perez has gone off the track as well. So they're all now just getting used to each other. So it's Bottas top, Alonso, Gasly, Tsunoda, Ocon. At the moment, Leclerc, Hamilton, Vettel, Schumacher, Norris P9. Norris goes P9. That's a good time. Here's Verstappen. Goes P9 now. And starts another lap.
I take that.
Yeah, I see it and I take it away in just a second as well.
Russell goes P12.
Yeah.
Right.
I've got a feeling George might not get through to Q3.
Yeah.
Same reason I've got was feeling Schumacher might not. But Schumacher's P11 at the moment. 1:37.970. So that's a good little time there.
Loving. 14.
I know, I'm loving this little graphic that we're seeing at the moment on the front here with Verstappen and the new graphic they've got, because they're not using the onboard at the moment for some reason. They're using this wing camera. Verstappen's up in the first sector by 10.5 as it goes over 150 miles an hour as well. Not bad at all to have this run as Vettel goes P5, 125.242. So, and Russell improving again. First sector time's good, 31.8.
Stroll 6th.
Yep,
25.284.
Schumacher 7th. Schumacher.
Okay,
Now,
listen carefully. Now we have a choice. We can come in to go for push on the second run, or we can stay out for a second push. How was the warm-up? What do you think is fastest for the second run?
Schumacher improves to P8.
So I don't know.
How was the warm-up on this lap? How was your feeling on this lap?
It was okay, just understeer first lap and first moment.
Verstappen top.
First push is quite good on this tire as well, yeah?
So Verstappen goes top, 124.002. But look at that, Norris goes P4.
Oh, Hamilton.
And it's Schumacher P10 at the moment, but that might be about to change as Hamilton crosses the line and goes top. 123.595 for Hamilton. Question is, though, as Perez goes 6th now, that drops Schumacher to 12th. Question is, if Hamilton takes pole today, he won't actually be pole position 102 because he's got the grid penalty. So whoever starts second will get that pole position, yeah. It's another situation like we saw with Bottas in the sprint race in Monza. Gasly goes 4th across the line, a 124.173, so good lap time there to improve on as he's on the medium tyres down in towards turn 1 and turn 2. Big rain clouds just behind out there on the circuit as well as they try and get through. Mercedes still have a nice advantage in the final sector. That's some F1 Jordan as Ocon goes a P8 as well on a 124.842. Alonso 3rd. That Alpine of Fernando Alonso has some serious pace.
It takes too long to get temps, guys.
Well, it does, Lewis, but...
Yeah, too long to take temperature. That's what Ted Kravitz agrees with as well. You've got to find the right limit. You've got to push just as much. In the words of legendary singers as well, you've got to know when to hold them and you've got to know when to fold them.
Alonso is top in Sector 1 at the moment.
So his time's improving.
Yeah.
124.046. Alonso P3. On the mediums as well.
That is impressive from Alonso, I've got to say.
Massively impressive again. Massively fighting for control. Bottas across the line then. He's P2 on the board. 123.792. His fastest time at the moment then. So they are getting quicker. The question, is the rain going to come back down as Schumacher...
Don't know.
Schumacher watches on. I'll tell you what, though. It's an unusual situation for Haas to be in qualifying 2. His best career grid slot is 14th. He achieved that at the Russian Grand Prix last time out.
Right now he's 30th. So
right now, yeah. So he's gone one quicker. But he did have a 15th place last time out. So, I need to change that then. Allow me to get my red pen of errors and go to Schumacher and say his best grid slot is 14th. There we go. I forgot to change that on my notes. With the best grid, because he changed up a couple of positions. Still, Lewis Hamilton, 101 poles, 100 wins. He wants to level that out. Oh, big one, Leclerc, spinning out of turn 14. And does he manage to get it going? There's a yellow out now. Has he stalled the engine?
I think he's...
Oh, he gets it going.
Although his wheel, it's kind of like sideways.
Yeah, he's got a lot of dirt paint on it as well.
There's still a yellow out.
And apparently there's no active session. We've lost our timing screens up here in the comms box. There we go.
Green again. Been messing up all day for some reason.
Yeah, this is another look at it then. So Leclerc comes out of turn 14. Already when he turned in, he lost the rears. He probably put the power down a bit too early when he was still turning the wheel and just loops it round as well.
What's happened to his...
That was right in front of Ali. And considering Ali is a supporter of Ferrari, he must have been swearing a lot.
Look at that tyre there.
Yeah, I think it's the paint dirt on the exit.
No, it's sideways.
Yeah, I think that's just the camber. I don't think there's any issue there.
So think about what you want for front wing. Car looks a bit on the nose to me.
I don't think there's anything wrong there.
Cool.
Oh, Leclerc?
With those mediums with these downforce guys.
Yeah, so it's the downforce change. That's what's causing it. There's a different toe link. So the wheels are more inwards towards each other. So that's why the wheel looked a bit wonky. out there on the circuit. So they need to fix that as Russell starts a lap with 5 minutes to go of Q2. Hamilton's just behind him. They've got to... Oh, big wiggle for Russell through turn 1 and 2 as well. They've got to be so careful out there. There's still wet patches on the track. They have got to thread the eye of the needle on these medium compound tyres. They circle back through turn 4 into turn 5 now. Control the rear slide, don't go off the track and lose a lap time as you circle round 6 as well, because if you go over the line, you do lose your lap time immediately. Russell's a 10th up on Leclerc's time to get to P10.
Struggling with those mediums with these downforce, guys.
That's Leclerc's radio we've already heard, but Valtteri Bottas has just sent a message through.
It's 2 tenths to Lewis, all sector 3.
So Hamilton's quicker than Bottas in sector 3 by 2 tenths. So that's what I got from that.
I'm just so happy that Alonso's in 4th right now.
I've got a feeling that this could be the last runs of qualifying earlier for some reason. They're all sliding around a bit too quick for my liking. We've highlighted Russell now.
So far, bone dry as well.
So far, bone dry, yeah. We had a few spots of rain that interrupted Q1. Q2 has definitely not been as exciting as Q1, unfortunately. Russell comes across the line now. P14 to P11. 1 at 25.007. So James Bond from Mr. Saturday can't get through ahead of Leclerc's. Vettel can't improve either. Does a 125.068.
Still rears we want, as much rear as you can get.
That was Vettel's radio. Stroll 13th at the moment. Oh, goes to 7th. What? So that's an Aston Martin that can. It's a DB7. Which was in the last film, actually. Schumacher stays 14th. Look at Verstappen, though. On those medium tyres. Fastest first sector, 31.258. Sector 2, 29.476 as well. And a lock-up down into turn 13. Oh. That's going to affect him a little bit as well. Especially, Megan, if this is his starting tyre for tomorrow. And look at the graining. Look at the graining already on the inside right.
You can basically just see, like, the thing underneath.
He can't improve, and that is the set of tyres that he just had on.
He can't improve.
I think Verstappen could be in a lot of trouble tomorrow if he starts in the dry, because those tyres look destroyed.
Even his own teammate looks to be going faster.
Yeah, this is not great. Let's have a look at the tyres then. How many laps?
He is as well.
Yeah, Perez third. Wow, 1:23.961.
How much time do I have? Because we need to cool the tyres a little bit.
Is that Stroll?
We've got lots of time. Jun wants a little bit quick.
Was that Stroll?
Yeah, that was Stroll.
I thought it was. Canadian accent.
Verstappen has switched on to a brand new set of tyres. He's just come into the pits, and I think he's changed onto a brand new, according to my monitor at least, brand new set of mediums. They did not look brand new when we were on. But Alonso's fastest, sector 1. 31.120. Fernando Alonso in the Alpine, fastest sector 1, then Lewis Hamilton.
Please be fast.
Well, let's have a look at sector 2. How much has he lost to Lewis in this sector? Fernando gets out of the way. Does Esteban Ocon? He's a 10th up on Hamilton's time. He is a 10th up on Hamilton's time. Alonso could top Q2 and top a qualifying session for the first time since he topped Q1 back in 17 at Silverstone. However, a lot of traffic and a lot of sliding.
And Lando, if the next one's going to be timed, recharge on now.
Alonso's lost a lot of time with that Haas car of Schumacher, and then he goes third. Lost 3 tenths because of that. 1:23.914. Big lock up turn 1. Who was that? Can't see. Oh, it's Lance Stroll. Through the gravel at turn 1. Gets back on the circuit, though.
The gardeners must hate them all.
Yeah. Back to green flag conditions. As Alonso and Schumacher back out of it. Hamilton, fastest of all. 1:23.082. So Hamilton goes even faster. Let's look at Stroll. That was the lock-up, and he got on the wet patch again.
The driver in danger right now is Lando Norris.
Well, that's a surprise.
Oh, I think. Ocon technically is the one in danger, though Ocon seems to be going quite quick right now.
Yeah, he's on a better lap time, actually, or was on a better lap time, unless he's just been cancelled by the stewards. So 23 seconds left on the clock. They've got to find the right time. They have to find it. They've got to get it now.
Tsunoda 7th.
Yeah. Russell now on.
Yeah, mistake.
That was Stroll. Last one there to cross the line. George Russell kicks off the Q2 eliminations. He's off the track. That's it. Gone. Get across the line, George. Get across the line. 3, 2, 1. Oh, he's out of it. George Russell takes the checkered flag, makes a mistake, and loses out on a qualifying 3 performance. As Sebastian Vettel goes into P10 a 1:24.795. Watch out, Leclerc's in the drop zone. So is Sainz. Both of the Ferraris in trouble. Alpine with Ocon, Russell with Williams, and Schumacher with the Haas.
I think Russell just made it by like a second.
But he backed off too much. You saw him. He didn't have enough time. The two Ferraris are together on the track. Leclerc is half a second faster as they perform a Zonta manoeuvre as well. They're all getting a bit too close for comfort now. In the last sector, Verstappen goes P2, jumps up from P6, a 1:23.732. Bottas second, Hamilton top, Leclerc crosses the line, goes up, out goes Vettel.
Driver at risk is Norris.
And Vettel is out of qualifying, but Sainz, I think, has aborted it. Schumacher is off it. I don't think Sainz crossed the line in time. He's still showing an outlap. Sainz didn't cross the line. Sainz missed the line. Both. That is disastrous for Carlos Sainz. That's 2 eliminations in a row. Norris needs to improve. Russell is out of it. In fact, that's it. It's done. Norris doesn't even have to finish the lap because Russell missed the line because he was slow out of turn 14.
Didn't improve.
And Schumacher equals his best start appearance with 14th. Carlos Sainz, who already is going to start at the back of the grid, went out to give a tow to Charles Leclerc, his teammate, and it worked. Leclerc goes through into qualifying 3. Sainz starts at the back anyway. So that is out for Russell.
Sorry, guys. No. That was a good lap.
Every time Jenson Button commentates, George Russell has a bad qualifying.
Curse.
Think about it. Q2 in Zandvoort, he backed it into the wall. Q2 here, he has an everything moment, turn 14. Get Jenson Button out of the commentary box.
Out.
Fight for pole is next. Qualifying 3 coming up after the break if you're watching on Sky F1. And if you're staying with us here on YouTube, it's time for a little bit of a deval chat as well.
It must be the curse of being Lewis's teammate.
The curse of being Lewis's teammate?
Yeah.
What, the reason that we've had all these issues?
No, the fact that Jenson was once Lewis's teammate, and now the new teammate is coming in. He's just deciding to curse him.
Oh, I see your point. Okay, I was wondering there what on earth you were on about.
In my mind, it makes sense.
If it makes sense in your mind, then we're fine.
Sorry, guys. No.
It's not his fault.
No. That was a good lap.
Tell him to be quieter.
Hey there, Georgie boy. You've got to feel for him. That is such an annoyance as well, to nearly have a Q3 appearance once again, only for it to be taken away from you.
I just am happy that Alonso's in 5th.
Yeah, I think that's an agreement we can all have as well. Also, that looks like this. I'm not going to say that actually, because knowing my luck, it probably won't. If I said what I was going to say next, would
don't you say that.
Would have something else as well. So it's a 12-minute session. So we've got to wait for the start of the next one.
I'm impressed with Stroll as well. He's in 9th.
Stroll?
Yeah, it's not usually this high.
No, you're right. You're right there actually. As we just wait, I'm trying to find out. I'm trying to turn off this this graphic with the countdown clock. There we go. So that nobody's getting confused thinking that the session's underway and we're not talking about it. So there we go. Get your questions in. Use the hashtag JV Motorsports as well. As everyone now just prepares, hopefully, for a good Q3. Drivers going through. Hamilton, but he has a 10th-place grid penalty. He's topped every single session so far this weekend, bar FP3.
Is he trying so hard for?
Well, he's got a 10th place grid penalty, so if he takes pole position, he'll start 11th. But if he's second, he's 12th, and so on and so on. You've got to have the best position possible. So Hamilton needs to go out there, get pole.
So he's just trying to at least get 11th.
He's now qualifying for P11. He's not taking notice of anything else. He's qualifying for P11.
So he just wants to be in front of Vettel.
Yeah. Welcome back. For those of you watching on Sky Sports F1, there's 2 sets of tyres left for everybody now. In terms of soft compound, medium compound, and hard compound, 8, 3, and 2 become 2 apiece as well.
Is that okay?
Let's hear from Lewis.
Copy those. Currently P1, half a second to Valtteri P2.
So yeah, it definitely was a good enough lap time. It was 4:10.
It's lucky we didn't go for number 3 there.
Schumacher though is happy with that one. Look at that. I've never seen a driver celebrate a 14th place more.
I know. He's just like, I've won.
Yeah. It makes sense, doesn't it?
He's just like, I've done better than Mazepin.
Definitely the number 1 driver, isn't he, Mick Schumacher? As Esteban Ocon tries to prepare for tomorrow's race. He's eliminated from the running here.
Also, after last weekend.
Yeah.
Was it last weekend or the week before that?
I'm not sure. Which one?
Russia.
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. After 2 weeks ago, and him being the first to just like and retire.
Yeah.
It's just he's gonna be happy about that. He's just gonna be like, at least
Okay,
I
Lance,
started.
we're through. P9, we're through. P9.
Yes! Yes!
Lance Stroll's happy with that one.
Yes! Well done, man. Yeah.
And to you. Good session. Well done.
Of course, Lance Stroll had pole position here last year, didn't he?
Mm.
For the Turkish Grand Prix, back when we raced in November. So it's not something completely out of the loop for him.
It's definitely his type of track.
Yeah, yeah. Turn 9 analysis now between Hamilton and Verstappen. Verstappen is fastest by 5 thousandths of a second through turn 9 compared to Verstappen. Gets on the power more. Still going at 303 kilometers an hour. It's over 20 miles an hour, something like that. Yeah, that's an insane amount of mileage.
But they do go around about the same speed, like halfway through turn 9.
Yeah, yeah. Once again, the tweet deck in operation. So if you use the hashtag F1, hashtag Turkish Grand Prix, it appears on our YouTube stream here.
I just want the session to start.
Libby's asked me a question here saying, what racetracks have you been to, not driven past? Well, how much do you want to list? This could take a while. Megs, Phil.
Right. So let's talk about Fernando Alonso, who's on the screen now. Wait. Now you changed to Lewis. Why are you focusing in on someone's gloves? I just never understand Sky's, like, what they decide to film. Like a person's gloves.
I know.
What is so interesting about that? Yes, we can see that it says, like, something like MyFlex on the gloves. Who cares? Oh, going for the slicks there, brand new as well, there for Lewis. Though it does seem like the back one has some white stuff on it at the back of the side.
Yeah, so we're getting ready then for the start of the next session. Hold everything behind your back because it's about to be a gunfight. Green light is on and qualifying 3 is underway for the 2021 Turkish Grand Prix. Sunshine, which means the track is now starting to dry even more than what we had in the first 2 sessions. So the end of this session, Meg, is going to be the fastest of the track conditions of the day. Who's your prediction for pole?
I'm not sure. I think Lewis is very determined, so I think maybe him.
But we know that Lewis isn't going to start alongside.
Bottas.
You're going for Bottas, who will
Yeah.
qualify P2 but take pole. Yeah, I'd agree with that one actually as well.
I kind of hope, because I just want to see him just, like, really make Mercedes think twice.
Cadwell, Donington, Silverstone, Barcelona, Snetterton. Has there been any others I've forgotten about? I can't think I've...
And session starts now.
Cadwell, Donington, Silverstone, Barcelona, Snetterton. Am I missing any?
Something near here?
Cadwell. Did that one. I can't remember any other racetracks I've been to. I have a list. Hang on. Maybe.
Why don't you just look at the list then?
Well, I like to play my memory game. Who's going to be out there on the circuit there? That's the question. I haven't updated it for a while. Racetracks I've visited. Yeah, that is correct. So, Cadwell, Donington, Silverstone, Barcelona, Snetterton, 5. But is Duxford a racetrack? No,
I thought it
Duxford-
was an airport thing.
Yeah, but he had a race track. I'm not sure. Let's not count that one.
Don't count
Birmingham.
Duxford's more like a plane museum. Like a war thing.
Okay, let's
If you want to try lap 1, it will be strat mode 2.
See what I mean about Lewis?
Valtteri is 4 seconds behind. He is going to go for lap 1.
Here we go then. Lap times are on. 10 minutes to go.
Ooh, and Bottas just takes the top section 1 away from Lewis by 0.4 of a second. That's funny.
Yeah, Battersea Park counts because I was there.
Whenever I think Battersea, I think Dogside.
Yeah, Battersea Park counts, as does Birmingham for their Superbee track, because it was a street track. I think that's it, actually. I've probably been to more street things and I've forgotten about it, but still. Hamilton's on a good lap time there, but Bottas is fastest first sector. Megan, if you were Mercedes here, would you instruct Bottas not to go for pole position and let Hamilton take it? Or would you just say, go for it?
Go for it. You're going to end up with it anyway.
Yeah, fair point. But it's all about the positions of where Hamilton starts. If he starts 11th instead of 12th, that's my point.
Either way, he's going to be around Vettel,
Decent
so it's
amount
going to
of
be hard
field
for
spread
him.
here, Max. They're not expecting to hold on too much at the 12, 13, 14.
First lap time on the board. Lewis Hamilton at 1:23.093. Valtteri Bottas across the line does a 1:23.071. 22,000 separate them. But that could be the difference between this year's World Championship being won or lost for Lewis Hamilton. Leclerc does a 1:24.1745 at the moment. But I've got a feeling that wasn't part of Mercedes' plan for Bottas to go faster than Hamilton.
It definitely wasn't. And Gasly comes up to the line now and goes third with a 1:23.520.
That could be the front row of the grid. Because he's now he'll be ahead of Lewis Hamilton. Norris goes fourth. That becomes third. 1:24.053. Watch Verstappen. He's still 10th down. Perez. 1:23.753 as well. Bottas fastest sector 1. Hamilton has sectors 2 and 3.
Stay negative. Stay negative.
Stay negative on the dash, says Tsunoda. Alonso P5.
Oh, Verstappen makes a mistake and goes onto the curbs. That makes him go down into third with a 1:23.298.
So if that is the quickest lap times of the session, then Verstappen has blown it by making a mistake at the last corner, as you said, Megan. Comes into turn 14.
Oversteers.
Yeah, and that's it. Gone. So Bottas on provisional pole for the first time since, what was it? When was Portugal? No.
Just on
Portugal,
pole,
Portugal,
actually.
yeah. First time Bottas has been on pole since Portugal this year. But of course he won the sprint race and started on pole for the sprint, so it's tricky. No, yeah, yes, no, I don't know. How do you count it? Still, Bottas deserves a win this year at some point, and if he can win this one,
they're bringing Lewis in, I think.
Yep, Lewis in and Bottas in as well. This is Bottas and
both
Hamilton's
of
in too. Yeah, so this is the usual.
Let us know what you think about a 3-lap run.
Little talk to them.
Tyres are great first lap.
This is the usual. This is usual changeover period.
Valtteri's just gonna have get a little talk, just like Valtteri.
Yeah.
Let me tell you a little story about not making Lewis second.
Let me have a little conversation with you about the little engine that could but won't, and
Because
definitely
his
does
team
shouldn't.
needs it.
Yeah. What's rule 1?
Don't hit your teammate.
Rule 2?
Read rule 1.
What's rule 3?
Let Lewis win.
That's it. Bang on, bang on. Everybody back into the pit lane now. Leclerc is on an in-lap as well, as they all come back in on the 10 drivers left in this session with 6:17 left on the clock. Rule 4, let the Wookiee win.
Rule 5, Lando go in for tyres.
Yeah, always pit. Yeah. I think Lando's learned his lesson now from Russia, especially after losing Iceland.
Not very good grip on this tire, I think. I think there is more to come. Just with a fresh set.
That's Perez on the radio there. It's dry now, according to Ali. So that's great news. So another set of slicks going out there as well. No need for anyone to run another run. 2 Red Bulls and 2 AlphaTauris in the top 10. Perfect for Red Bull and his ability to manage Hamilton's progress tomorrow, says Gary Anderson, former BBC analyst and Jordan technical director. Great point there, Megs. With the 2 AlphaTauris in the top 10, that's going to really hinder Hamilton tomorrow.
It is. I bet AlphaTauri right now is just like, right, so he goes off there, so let's just make sure they practice on scooters there.
Yeah, let's go. Turn number 1, error.
It's like, error. Oh, this one's an error.
They've probably looked at what happened to Valtteri Bottas last year when he spun at turn 1 and went, oh, I'll have a bit of that.
Just like, right, tick.
It's also disappointing to know that if Hamilton does get pole because of the grid penalty, he won't have it. So this, again, remains the only track on the F1 calendar that Lewis Hamilton's never had pole at.
Yeah.
It's really annoying. I really hope Turkey's on the calendar next year. I really do. But it could replace Singapore. And I love Singapore. And I know you love Singapore as well. Although...
I'd rather Lewis never have a pole here.
Yeah, however, Singapore is always a 2-hour race. And it is always so draining up here in the commentary box, isn't it?
But it's always so fun.
We have not had to do a Singapore since 2019, have we? So we have done a Singapore in this commentary box. And I can remember how draining it was.
I can remember going like this.
Yeah, it was a very draining race. That was before the time we had the commentary camera, though, wasn't it?
Exactly, that's why I could go like that.
Yeah, now we can't. We'll have to be energetic for it.
No, I can't be like...
Then again, we've already had the longest race in F1 history.
What?
The Belgian Grand Prix.
Belgium.
4 hours and 37 minutes or so.
I think Belgium was one of the most draining races.
But Belgium was the longest ever F1 race and the shortest ever F1 race.
It was.
Officially in the record books, it's 1 lap.
Just like, what was the shortest F1 race? Belgium.
What
was the longest F1? Belgium.
Yeah,
it's like people in the future. It's like, how does this make sense?
The 2021 Belgian Grand Prix, the longest F1 race ever and the shortest F1 race ever.
Just like, what happened?
It exceeded the 3 hour and 57 minutes Peltada Grand Prix back in 1958, which ran without a red flag. So Canada 2011 was the longest one with 4 hours and 7 minutes, but it was under a red flag condition. The longest running Grand Prix was that lap time in 1958, but now Belgium beats it.
Behind, we focus on tires and brakes.
That's Tsunoda.
+5, +5, +5, +5.
Hamilton's gone out there on the track as well. He's fastest of all first sector on a 30.738. So Hamilton again improving up the order. Verstappen leaving the pit lane now to go out onto the track. What can Lewis do in sector 2? He's a 10th up on Bottas' time. So it's a 29.262 in that second sector as Leclerc gets out of the way. Hamilton going for pole position, but it won't matter as they come to the line.
Right, so Hamilton comes up to the line now, and what does he get? Oh, he goes top with a 122.868. That is impressive. Too bad it won't last.
So that is a new track record on this circuit, a 122.868, faster than the time we did yesterday. So the track now is
nobody
quicker.
Behind. There is nobody behind. Tires are good.
That's a no, they've been tires good. So the track is now quicker than it was yesterday. So with a 122.868. However,
at least he has a lap record there.
Yeah, but he was slow in sector 3. He was down in sector 3. So
what can he do?
Yeah, all that pace in sectors 1 and 2 helped, and sector 3 was poor. So there's still a lot more time to come. This might not be selected for Hamilton just yet. Yes, he's 2 turns quicker, but Bottas could get him in the last sector. It's all to play for. All 10 cars out the track with 90 seconds left of the session.
Right, so right now we can see...
Oh, we locked up. That's Verstappen locking up.
Verstappen.
That's coming into turn 12. And do you see
he
backed
better
off?
Hurry up.
Yeah, he backed off, didn't he? Did you see him?
Yeah, he better hurry up now.
Sophie Briels is saying as well, a lot can happen in 2 minutes. That's the girlfriend of Matt Gallagher as well. And she's an avid F1 fan and works in F1 as well, actually. So, yeah. You're right there, Soph. Anything can happen in 2 minutes' time.
A little bit of curb from Verstappen there, not going to lie.
175 miles an hour as he comes in towards turn 3. Now downhill into turn 4.
I sounded Welsh then.
I was thinking the same thing.
I've been watching a little bit of Gavin and Stacey.
You said it, and I thought that's very Nessa
Gavin and Stacey.
Yeah, I was wondering what you're doing then.
I've been watching Gavin and Stacey.
Gasly! First sector!
Gasly.
30.711. Gasly's fastest of all sector 1, and he's quick in sector 2. Gasly could still have top honours here as he comes to the line.
Please let it be Gasly.
Gasly to the line. Is he going to take his first ever pole position in Formula 1? No. He lost 4 tenths in the last sector. It looked like a Neapolitan ice cream as he came across the line in sector times. purple, then it was, what was it, black, and then it was yellow.
Yeah.
So you got strawberry, chocolate, and vanilla.
It kind of reminds me of Red Bull's car.
Well, right now as well, Verstappen's going mint choc chip at the moment. It's green sector 1, green sector 2, the same as Bottas. Actually, he's got a green sector 1. The checkered flag is out. Perez goes P5. That came out of nowhere. Cross the line, then comes Max Verstappen. He can't do it. It's only third, but that will become second. Bottas doesn't need to do anything now. Bottas will have pole position for the Turkish Grand Prix. He can just back out of it. He doesn't need to go faster than Hamilton. Is he going to go faster than Hamilton? No. He's backed off of the line by a 10th. It doesn't matter. Hamilton has pole in Turkey on the road, but starting from P1 for pole position number 18 of his career, it is going to be Valtteri Bottas. As Stroll goes P9, Alonso 5th, Perez 6th, Norris 7th as well. Hamilton crosses the line. It's pole 102, but it's 101 out. Not going to start on pole. Leclerc jumps 4th. That's Leclerc 3rd. Woohoo! Where did that time come from?
I don't know.
Where's Gasly then? Gasly's not improving. He's out of it as well. And Sonoda is out of it too. They're both out of it, both setting bad sector times.
I think they're both just like, I'm happy where I am.
Yeah, that's it then. Out of nowhere. That was a very quick end to the session.
It was. I didn't even notice it.
I didn't notice until I saw the checkered flag bulletin. So that's it. Lewis Hamilton takes pole position, but he will start 11th.
Good work, Lewis. It's P1, go to Valtteri P2. We'll execute your qualifying there.
Well,
We're done.
Even he's surprised.
Great work, lads.
He said what I said.
Yeah, Lewis.
It won't last.
Yeah, Lewis was surprised there. So it's Valtteri Bottas. Hamilton has an 11th place grid slot. He does not take pole position 102 of his career. It is Valtteri Bottas, who the history books will reflect as the pole sitter, and he will get pole position number 18 of his career. His second pole of the season as well. It's Bottas on top.
Well done, guys. Good job. So that's pole tomorrow, yeah?
So Bottas is going to line up against Max Verstappen down towards turn 1 with his teammate in P11. Is Bottas going to play the team game tomorrow and hold up Max?
I think he's just going to go for it.
He wants to win before he leaves, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He knows he's probably not going to get one in Alfa Romeo.
Yeah. I think he's just going to go for it.
This is going to be tasty.
Who's lining up second?
Bottas. I know they should have reversed it, really.
Yeah, because it's not
Well,
truly
the session results state it's Hamilton, Bottas and Verstappen, so they'll be interviewed. But the grid will show it as Bottas, Verstappen, Leclerc, 1, 2, 3. What a fantastic grid we've got for tomorrow's race. And as I said, it's Lewis Hamilton, the qualifying winner, but he's not the historic pole sitter. He starts this race in 11th.
I kind of feel bad for him there.
It means Vettel starts in 10th with a free tyre choice. Yeah, I know. I thought that might change the tune a little bit.
I like that.
Either way, tomorrow's race is just going to be manic, seeing Hamilton come up from 11th to 1st.
Ooh, look at Lewis's tyres.
Yeah, destroyed, but he gets a free tyre choice, does he? Because he starts outside the top 10. Don't know if he has to start on the tyres. He has to now.
I think he does.
Oh, I think
tyres
I agree,
are they're better than Valtteri's, I've got to say.
Just trying to have a quick look to see what is the furthest back a driver has won. I wrote it down a second ago. I had it highlighted. Here we go. 11th is the furthest back of the grid slot from which a podium finish has been recorded at Istanbul.
Oh, so he can do it?
Yeah, that was Sebastian Vettel in 2020.
Oh, and he's up against a man that did it.
Yeah, but he starts P11 again. So yeah, but it now goes up to P11. So yeah, so 11th is the furthest back grid slot in which a podium has been recorded here. So Hamilton could easily get a podium.
You watch Ocon.
Yeah.
It's like, hi.
Yeah, just Ocon waves through and gets 12th and gets a podium.
I'm going to win. I'm going to take away all your things. I'm also going to get fastest lap. I'm going to beat Lewis.
Just trying to find out who's had the... All but one of the Turkish Grand Prix have been won from the front row. The exception being Lewis Hamilton's win from 6th on the grid in 2020. 2009 and 2010 are the only other races where the race has not been won from pole position. So Valtteri Bottas stands a very good chance, if the history's on his side, to win tomorrow. Let's hear from Max Verstappen.
I know you're going to be lining up in the front row. It looks like it's been a difficult weekend, but how do you assess the session, and are you satisfied?
Yeah, I mean, of course, qualifying in the beginning was quite tricky with the conditions, but I think compared to yesterday, we actually managed to turn it around quite well. The laps, I think overall were quite good, even though maybe the last lap we lost a bit down the straight. We have to look into that, but there was, of course, not the lap time in it to fight for pole, but overall, I think quite a decent recovery compared to yesterday. So then third, of course, is the maximum today, and yeah, tomorrow lining up in second. Let's wait and see what the weather will do as well overnight, but yeah, overall I'm pretty happy.
Verstappen has the medium tyre compounds that were graining so much in Q2. Bottas' tyres aren't as bad. Bottas usually fluffs the start. But Verstappen started second last year in wet conditions and dropped down to 7th because he got no traction. Good. So tomorrow, it's a gamble.
So we could be up against Leclerc tomorrow.
Yeah. Tomorrow is an absolute gamble as to who is going to win the race. It's so open. It'll probably end up being Verstappen. But it could be easily this man, pole sitter, Valtteri Bottas.
You're going to line up in pole position tomorrow and narrowly missed out on being setting the quickest time today, but you must be pretty happy with how the weekends went so far.
Yeah, it was good quality, not easy conditions, especially Q1 was a bit on the edge with the damp parts, and still Q3, like first corner was a bit damp, and also turn 3 and 4. But some good laps. The last lap I missed a bit in the last sector, started to gain some understeer. But other than that, the lap was really nice and enjoyed it. And obviously, as a team result, as we really planned. So Lewis with his penalty now gets the minimal penalty he can, and I'm on pole. So that should be good.
And what is the plan tomorrow? Is it to absolutely push forward and try and win the race, or is it to try and help your teammate out Lewis in the championship?
I'll focus on my own race tomorrow. I think that's the way to go when you start in front. So
all the
try to keep up a good pace.
All the very best.
Thanks.
And now let's hear from Lewis Hamilton on pole, but starts 11th. Talking to Paul di Resta. This should be fun.
Yeah, obviously. I guess you can be pretty satisfied to be pole position. It's the best you could hope for today with that penalty you've got with the engine.
Yeah, I mean, firstly, hi to everyone here. We've got such a good crowd here this weekend, which is awesome to see.
Ali, stop cheering.
In Turkey, because obviously last year was an unbelievable year for myself and the team. So to be coming back, the track's completely different. The track is absolutely awesome with the grip level that it's given us now. It was really tricky this session in general because there was still some damp patches, and getting the temperature in the tires for the first lap wasn't easy. But yeah, really great job by the team. So happy with the performance in terms of getting us out at the right time. Tomorrow's going to be difficult, but I'll give it everything.
Yeah, with that challenge, how did you feel yesterday when you were in practice through doing the long runs? Do you feel like overtaking is going to be easy, or is it going to be a tough challenge?
It's not the easiest overtaking at the moment, and we're all on the same tyre as well. So I imagine tomorrow's going to be difficult to move up. You saw in the last race what happened with Max, for example, once he got behind 6th place or something, and vice versa for me also. So I don't know, but we got the long straight down the back. We'll see what we can do. Hopefully we can give the fans here a good race.
Congratulations, Lewis.
Enjoy tomorrow. He's going to have a fight back throughout the field as well. The fans are cheering him. Let's go through the results then. It's Hamilton from Bottas and Verstappen, but Hamilton starts from 11th. So let's go through how the grid will actually look. Bottas on pole from Verstappen, Leclerc, Gasly, Alonso, Perez, Norris, Stroll, Tsunoda and Vettel, the top 10. Then comes Hamilton before Ocon, Russell, Schumacher, Ricciardo, Latifi, Giovinazzi, Raikkonen, Mazepin, and then put Carlos Sainz in 20th.
Will Bottas get one of those pole position awards as well?
Well, technically, Lewis Hamilton has been fastest in qualifying, so he gets the Pirelli Speed King award, but the official pole position in the record books will go down to Valtteri Bottas because he starts on pole for tomorrow's race. So I don't know if that...
Shouldn't he get that award then?
I need to check the record books whether or not that counts as 102 poles for Hamilton or it's 18 poles now for Bottas.
He doesn't start on pole position.
Yeah, the rules say whoever starts on pole position gets the record. That's what happened with Bottas back at Monza because Verstappen got the record because he started second. So according to my understanding, it would be Valtteri Bottas starting on pole for the 18th time. Okay, Megan, who's going to win tomorrow? Make a bold prediction.
Gasly.
Oh!
You said bold, I went bold.
That's a good one. Right, join us tomorrow for all of the action. We've got 3 British Touring Car races, 2 live and 1 delayed, coming to you tomorrow. And, of course, from 12:30 tomorrow, join us, British Summertime, of course, for all the build-up to the Grand Prix of Turkey with Bottas and Verstappen on the front row of the grid. Thanks for your company. Bye to you all.